The Luka Anthony Davis trade is shocking, franchise-altering and bizarre. Two of the best players in the NBA are reportedly swapping teams. The Mavericks could benefit this year, but the Lakers look winners in the long-term. Claire DeLunson, February 2, 2025, 16.08 GMT. Share 43. Every lifetime, you get to experience a few "where were you when" moments. Finding out Michael Jackson died. The American presidency being called for Donald Trump in 2016. And any true NBA fan will remember where they were on the evening of February 1, 2025. I was waiting in line for a drink at a bar in Los Angeles when a friend tapped me on the shoulder and asked, "Have you seen this fake shams tweet?" The tweet, as it turns out, was real, as unbelievable as it still may be. The Dallas Mavericks have, indeed, traded Luka Doncic, the 25-year-old who was supposed to be the face of the franchise for years to come, to the Los Angeles Lakers. In return, they will get the man who was supposed to lead the Lakers for the next 5 years or so, 31-year-old Anthony Davis. There are a few more players involved in the trade, who will be discussed below, and even a third team in the Utah Jazz to help facilitate the deal. But for all intents and purposes, this was the most dramatic case possible of bona fide top 10 superstar musical chairs. Now, to attempt to make early sense of what this trade means in what will most likely go down as the most shocking trade in NBA history. We should also note that at the time of publication, the trade has not been officially confirmed. The nitty-gritty: the Mavericks receive Davis, Max Christie, the Lakers' 2029 first-round pick, $55,000 in cash from Utah. The Lakers receive Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris, $55,000 in cash from Utah. The Jazz receive Jalen Hood-Schifino, the Clippers' 2025 second-round pick, via the Lakers, the Mavericks' 2025 second-round pick. We won't delve into how this trade affects the Jazz, as it's mostly inconsequential asset shuffling. How this affects the Dallas Mavericks: perhaps the most shocking element of this trade is that the Mavericks decided to cut bait with a supposedly untouchable franchise cornerstone at the beginning of his prime. It was less than a year ago that he led Dallas to the NBA Finals. While reports have emerged that Dallas had concerns about Doncic's defense and his commitment to conditioning, fancy GM language for fitness, it's reasonable to wonder if there's more to the story than is being let on. Doncic, a 5-time All-Star and one of the best players of his generation, was eligible for a Supermax contract this year, and it's fascinating that, instead of giving it to him, Dallas decided to get out of the Luka business altogether. To add to the mystery, early reporting indicates that Doncic wasn't really shopped to teams other than the Lakers, so there wasn't a chance to find out if the Mavericks could have received a bigger haul for him. Very curious indeed. In the meantime, Dallas are left with a formidable roster to attempt a championship run this year, assuming the team's other superstar, Kyrie Irving, and Davis can shrug off nagging injuries. They also picked up Christie, a 21-year-old 3-and-D wing, in the deal. He has impressed in a starting role for the Lakers this year with his increasingly reliable jump shooting and ability to guard the opposing team's best player most nights. The Mavericks kept ascending star center Derek Lively too, and important additional depth players such as PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and Klay Thompson. This version of the Mavericks is huge, defensively gifted and skilled. If Davis can continue playing to his ceiling, as he has done for much of this season, Dallas aren't out of the championship hunt this year, even without Doncic.